In today's world, billions of people wake up, and the first thing they touch belongs to one man. He didn't start with power, he started with curiosity and an obsession to understand how people connect. Mark Zuckerberg was born in 1984 in White Plains, New York. His father was a dentist. His mother was a psychiatrist. The house was quiet, but Mark's mind never was. At 10 years old, he learned to code, not because he had to, but because he wanted control. Control over systems, control over information, and eventually, control over people's attention. In high school, he built programs others couldn't understand. Teachers saw talent, classmates saw distance. Mark didn't fit in. He didn't try to, because he wasn't studying people, he was studying behavior, patterns, and soon he would be accepted into Harvard. Harvard University, a place where future leaders are shaped and where Mark Zuckerberg felt completely invisible. He wasn't popular, he wasn't powerful, but he understood something others didn't. People wanted to be seen and judged. So Mark built something in one night, FaceMash, a website that ranked students by appearance. It spread faster than wildfire. Harvard's servers crashed, students were furious, and administration was watching. Mark was called in. FaceMash was shut down, but the idea survived. Not long after, 3 students approached Mark. They wanted to build a social network. Mark agreed, but while they talked, Mark was building something else. February 2004, the Facebook.com went live. At first, only Harvard. Students rushed to sign up. Real names, real photos, real identities. It felt safe and addictive. Within days, thousands joined. Then other universities followed. The idea was spreading. But behind the screen, there was tension. Eduardo Saverin, the first investor, the first believer, and the first to trust Mark. They moved to Palo Alto, a rented house. Work never stopped. But control was shifting. New advisors arrived, and Mark was listening. As Facebook grew, so did the consequences. Success attracts attention and enemies. The Winklevoss twins filed a lawsuit. They claimed Mark stole their idea. At the same time, Eduardo Saverin was being erased. Ownership percentages quietly changed. Papers were signed. Control was secured. Friendship was sacrificed. Lawsuits dragged on. But Facebook kept growing. Millions became billions. Power changed the room. Mark Zuckerberg stopped asking for permission. He started shaping reality. Facebook was no longer a website. It was an empire built on attention and data. The lawsuits ended. The money didn't matter anymore. Influence did. But influence always demands a price. By 2016, Facebook was everywhere. But what Facebook collected was more than posts. It collected behavior, likes, shares, fears. Then came Cambridge Analytica, a political data firm, using Facebook data without permission. Tens of millions of users manipulated. Elections were influenced. Trust collapsed. The world demanded answers, so Mark Zuckerberg went to Congress, not in a hoodie, but in silence. Every word was measured, every pause analyzed. Apologies were made, promises were given, but nothing changed overnight. Because Facebook was no longer just a company, it was a system too big to slow down. After the scandals, Mark Zuckerberg made a decision, a risky one. Facebook was renamed Meta, a bet on the future. The Metaverse, a world beyond screens, where identity could be redesigned. But the world hesitated. Billions were spent, and billions were lost. Critics grew louder. They said Mark Zuckerberg was disconnected, out of touch. But Mark Zuckerberg didn't stop, because Mark Zuckerberg never builds for today. He builds for control over tomorrow. To some, Mark Zuckerberg is a visionary. To others, Mark Zuckerberg is dangerous. But history doesn't ask for opinions. It records impact. And Mark Zuckerberg changed how the world connects forever.